afternoon, Patriots. A lot of things to cover, and I don't want to take up everybody's time. First of all, thank you, thank you, thank you. You all have no idea how many messages I get on an hourly basis, and it takes time to get through them. A lot of information is being shared with me, so please be patient. If I haven't responded to a message or a friend request yet, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to keep up. So again, I'm humbled by all the great response to it, and I hope it keeps going. I really, in my heart, hope it keeps going, because we have started something. We've started the awakening of the call, I think, and we need to keep it moving. So don't apologize for getting on your soapbox. Please don't ever apologize for that. That is vital to America being what it is, because that's our right. We have the right to free speech. We have the right to voice our opinion, exercise it, and exercise it loudly. You know, I am getting messages all over the world. I am stunned, I guess is the word, absolutely stunned by the amount of people that have responded to the video I put out, and I was just venting. And I put those messages out with the permission of the people that sent it for two reasons. One, I want you all to know, and I'm sure that you already do, this is not just an American issue. This is not just an American problem. It is worldwide. There are people out there suffering by the hands of these Islamic Muslim G-rated tyrants, and I wanted to share that with y'all, because again, when you put a face with a message, it's much more powerful than just repeating what somebody said. But the second reason also that I shared those comments and messages with y'all is that I want y'all to understand what these countries were before these people got into them, and then I wanted you to understand what they have become because of them being there. The other countries are not as lucky as we do. Are not as lucky as we are. I hear that in every message I get. They don't have the right to arm themselves any longer. We have that right. We need to be exercising that right, because I can guarantee you that these Muslims are arming themselves. And I have heard from many people who live around these camps, compounds, whatever. They are hearing automatic gunfire every day. They're training every single day. So what are they training for? Do you think they're training to stand up and fight with us against somebody else? No. They're training to be ready to come and fight against us right here. That's the point of it. At the point that they have fenced themselves in, and they do not associate outside of their compound. I get messages from people saying that they see car loads of people going into these compounds, and when the car leaves, there's nobody going out. So they're increasing their numbers every single day, and we need to be concerned about that. We need to be very, very concerned about that, because if you look at Denmark and the UK and Australia, these places, it has gotten to the point where Christians can no longer live the lifestyle that they were living before these Muslims came into their communities. They have had to change their lifestyle for the Muslims. And that's what's happening here, if you'll notice that. We are having to change our lifestyle. We're soon going to be having to change a lot of our lifestyle if we don't get our asses in gear. I love the momentum of this. I love the messages. I love to hear all of y'all waking up. And I know that a lot of you all were awake before, but I think that we are getting a lot more awake. My hope is that we continue this. my hope is that we don't let this fizzle out and just, you know, it's a fad. I didn't post the video for it to be a fad, and to be honest with you, I'm overwhelmed. I'm humbled by the fact that it has had the response that it's had. It truly touches my heart. It touches my heart because it seems that I'm a voice for a lot of people that feel the same way and that love their country very much. And I'm truly humbled by that. I do not take that for granted. I appreciate that very much. And I'm sorry I get upset because we have so much to lose, people. We have so much to lose. And it's within our government's grasp to take it all from us. And we're doing nothing. When are we going to do something? When are we going to stand up with each other? If just the number of people that have contacted me and shared this video and have seen this video would unite, we would have enough right there to do what needs to be done. So what are we waiting on? We need men and women with experience to help get us organized. And I'm going to be blazing and say, you know, is there a chance that the government could watch me and check my messages and do something? Shut me down, jail me, whatever? Sure. My love for my country, my love for my children's future and then my grandchildren's future outweighs any fear that I may have that I could be in some type of harm's way for this. We have to stop being scared. Fear is a wonderful factor to get people motivated as long as that's what it's doing. If fear is paralyzing you, that's not a good thing. If you're afraid of your government, that is not a good thing, people. That is not a good thing. Use the fear to motivate you to change the circumstances that we're in. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep voicing my opinion. I've had a lot of people say that they support me, they support my thoughts, they support their country. Now it's time to put that in action. It's time to get together, and it's time to stop talking. It's time to start talking about a plan. And if the government wants to come in and deal with me, well, they're going to have to do some explaining to me. Because my understanding as a United States citizen is that under the Declaration of Independence, under the Declaration of Independence, it is my duty to hold my government accountable for their job that they're doing. So when I'm discussing with my fellow Americans problems that I see in my country and a plan to fix it, I am within my legal bounds as a United States citizen, an American-born citizen, to do that. Now, you know, I've had a couple, not very many, but I've had a couple voice an opinion that, well, what about the American Indians? You know, you all did it to the American Indians. Well, I'm not a time traveler. I can't go back and look at what happened back then. I can only look at the situation that I'm in right now. I was born in this country. 3 generations of my family have been born in this country. I am a United States citizen. I have red, white, and blue running through my veins. I have a right to protect this land. I have a duty to protect this land. You know, I saw yesterday that, you know, Governor Rick Perry has this indictment now. And what I haven't seen, and maybe you guys have, I've been really busy trying to keep up with stuff, messages and stuff, but I haven't seen any of his government friends stand up for him yet. And we all know that it's a crap game. They're playing with him. They're using this woman and the issue that went on with her, which, by the way, he was not outside of his bounds in what he did. He did not abuse his powers. Do some research there, and you'll discover that. That is a bogus smear or smoke thing that they're doing with Rick Perry. The real reason that they're wanting to take him down is because he has the balls to stand up for his Texans, patriot citizens at the border. That's what this is all about. Obama's throwing another tantrum because somebody's not listening to what he's saying and playing it the way he wants it. So this is how he plans, or he's going to try to take out Rick Perry because of that. I stand by this man. You know, hats off to him. We need more governors that have the balls to stand up to our president. And if I could be in Texas, if I could be at the border, if I could help my patriots there, I'd be there in a heartbeat. I really would. And I support all of y'all that are doing that. Hats off to you. And may God bless and keep y'all while you're doing that. My biggest thing is, you know, just seeing all these messages with these killings. And then I hear somebody say that, well, not all Muslims are bad. Well, that may be true. I don't know. I can't look into their heart. But my heart tells me that there's only one Quran. And I haven't read it. Don't really care to read it. Don't feel that I have to read it. But just looking at a few of the things in the Quran and understanding what its message is to the infidel. To me, if you are a Muslim, if you label yourself as a Muslim, and you read the Quran, at the point that it says death to all infidels, if you're still supporting that and you're still saying you're a Muslim, to me you're as much in it as the Islamic terrorists, because that message is loud and clear. What that book is trying to do to indoctrinate people into this mentality of it's our religion. Well, not religion, because it's not a religion. Either you become like them or you die, or you pay a tax, apparently. So for people out there to say that there are friendly Muslims, I find that hard to believe. They may be quiet now, but when the crap hits the fan, that's when you're going to find out whose side they're really on. And I'm afraid you're going to be sadly mistaken if you think that the silent ones are not going to be part of it. If they are truly Muslim and they are truly reading the Quran, and that is their belief, then I would consider that when you think of friendly Muslim. But on another point, I just want to reinforce that we have something started, people. We have a whole big bunch of something started. And I'm not going to be scared to voice my opinion, my disapproval of our government, my hope that there will be a change. And I'm not talking about the type of change that Barack Obama had spoke of. I'm talking about a change that involves taking our country back and getting back to where we need to be, and stop dancing around with political correctness crap. I'm ready to get with people I'm ready to organize some things. And I'm not talking about carrying a stick with a note on it down the street, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm ready for action. And even if we had just the number of people that have shared this video and commented on it in a positive way. It's been shared over 8,000 times now, I think. Now, if you take out, it's been shared 8,000 times, so if you take 8,000 and you multiply that by 5, let's just say on average there's 5 people that have seen somebody's shared video. That means at least minimum 40,000 people have seen it. And out of that 40,000, from what I can see from looking at responses, I would say that only 10% disagree with what I said in that video. So right there, you're looking at a good number of people. And if we can keep this momentum going and we can get more people on board and more patriots on board, we have a good shot at taking this country back and putting it back where it needs to be and getting rid of riffraff and getting rid of political correctness. So, you know, keep it moving. Get your households prepared for whatever's coming, because there is something coming. And if you have military training, if you have connections, if you have a plan, find a way to get with me. If you message me, private message me, I'll be happy to give you my phone number, because a lot, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have messaged me and want someone to give them a plan. So I'll be happy to be the connector here. I'll be happy to put myself out there and say, contact me and I'll hook y'all up. So, you know, with that, I love you guys, and God bless us all, because we've got some really rough days ahead. And don't sit idly by. If you've got something to say that needs to be said, say it. Exercise your rights. If you haven't gotten protection for yourself now and for your family, get some. And I know there's a lot of people out there who don't approve of owning a gun. I would rather, if that were my feeling, that I wasn't comfortable with a gun, I would rather have one somewhere in my home for the just in case, rather than not when I needed it. If you never have to open it up and use it, great. But at least have one. Get very comfortable in using it. Go to your local gun range. Go to somebody who owns property and practice. Get familiar with it. Get to the point where it is like a third hand. And just be ready in case you do need to use it. But with that, guys, I love you, and let's do this. Y'all have a good one.